Hi, this is Craig Garcia with Bridge Capital Lending, and I have been getting some questions regarding how do I figure out what the new portability homestead exemption is actually going to do for me if I go to buy a new property. Well, the good news is that this is actually a really easy thing to take a look at if you live in Palm Beach County, because the Palm Beach County Property Appraisers website has actually put a nice little tool on here to help you estimate what you're going to be looking at. So I wanted to run through an example of how this would work for you real quick, and so if you follow along with me, I will show you exactly how to do this. The first thing that you want to do is you want to open up an internet browser and then go to www.palm.index.fl.us/PAPA/index.htm. You could also probably find this if you just Google search for Palm Beach County Property Appraisers website. But that is the link to the site. You put that into your browser and hit go, and you will end up on this page with this lovely picture here of Gary Nicolaitis. And what we're going to do is actually, so if you're a homeowner currently and you're trying to figure out, okay, what will my new tax bill be, this is a way we can help figure that out. So what we would do is we would go to this little button over here, this first button up on the upper left hand side where it says record search. This is an awesome website if you've never used it before. A lot of good information on here, and we're just going to do a generic search for somebody just to look at an example. I'm just going to put the name Joe Smith in here, and I'm sure that there's a Joe Smith living in Palm Beach County. So okay, so let's just pick this one here, and then so there's more than one Joe Smith. There's a Joel Smith, and Joel is going to be somebody that we take a look at for a second. Now, this information, if you haven't looked at this before, it's got your location, address. Down here, it'll show that this person, it does list exemptions on here, and it does show right over here, this person does have a $25,000 homestead exemption currently. And down here at the bottom, for those of you who aren't thinking about moving, but you want to know what this new additional $25,000 exemption is going to do for you, all you do is go down here to the bottom. They've added this nice little link here. It says calculate additional homestead. So let's click on that, and it says, hey, current total taxes for this property $2,380, total taxes with additional homestead exemption $2,082, your tax dollar savings for the additional homestead exemption $298. Now there is a disclaimer there which you probably want to read before you go out and send that you're $298 if you're Joel Smith. But the purpose that I wanted to show you was if you're thinking about moving, right up here on the upper right hand corner is something that says view map and then calculate portability. So let's calculate portability. And so this one says that it pulls in the information. In this case for Joel Smith, it's a market value according to the tax office is $259,068. Assessed value is $141,979, and this gives a differential of $117,089. And let's say that down here sales price, now you're going to put in what kind of property you might want to be purchasing, how much you're going to be paying for a new property. So let's say Joel's going to move up. Let's say he wants to spend $500,000 on a property. Okay. Now they have a little thing that says times 85%. It's got a little thing that says, what is this? And it says, Florida law requires the property appraiser to take into consideration the present cash value of property, exclusive of reasonable fees and costs of purchase, as well as net proceeds from the sale of the property. Property appraiser applies an adjustment for the cost of sale items in the ratio analysis of all sales, not individual sales. The adjustment may be from 0 to 15%. Property appraiser has chosen a 15% adjustment as it provides the greatest benefit to the taxpayer. Typical assessment, therefore, is approximately 85% of the property's anticipated gross selling price. That's good information. I've never seen that actually displayed out there like that. So, and then so based on 85% of the 500,000, they're going to use 525, and if we hit calculate, it is showing here your new assessed value with portability would be $307,911. Your new homestead exempt amount would be $50,000, and so your taxable value without the portability benefit would have been $400,000. With the portability benefit, it's only going to be $257,911. So if you wanted to figure out, hey, what would your tax bill actually be versus what your tax bill is now, a rough estimate, you could take the difference in percentage between this assessed value and this assessed value, and if I just grab a calculator here for a second. There we go. So let's say it was so $257,911 divided by 141,979. So the tax bill would go up about 80% over what it is now, which is, I just did a simple division formula in there. So if that tax bill, let's see, if you're currently paying in taxes for 07, let's see the tax bill down here, so we're talking about, let's say it's $23.80. So they'd be going from about $23.80 to about $43.23. Okay, so the tax bill. So that's kind of an example of how you could calculate what the tax bill would be on a new property that you're thinking about purchasing. Hope you found this helpful, and any questions you can always contact me regarding numbers in terms of financing on what a new loan might cost you, outside of the taxes and insurance and everything, and put the whole picture together for you on a new purchase. I'd be happy to help you out with that. My name is Craig Garcia. My company is Bridge Capital Lending. We can be reached at 877-8-GO-GREEN or at 954-217-9518, or on the web at www.bridgecapitallending.com. Thanks, and happy house hunting.